OffBeat Sports Podcast.
It's been a tale of two seasons for the Boston Celtics.
I probably aged about 10 years just from that series.
I'd probably compare myself to just a younger, smarter, more handsome, stronger Michael Jordan.
Let's go Celtics. Go Patriots.
These are guys who, when you give them a bowl of Cheerios in the morning, they finish every last drop of milk.
Absolute clown over here.
I'm ready when you are, baby.
All right, everybody. Welcome back to the OffBeat Sports Podcast. Today we're joined by Jehyve, Floyd, professional basketball players overseas. Thanks for joining us. We appreciate it.
Of course. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, so you played college ball at Holy Cross in Worcester, where you were a two-time Patriot League Defensive Player of the Year. And seeing as you went D1 and you must have had some other offers, why did you choose to continue your basketball career at Holy Cross over other schools?
I actually didn't have any other offers. Holy Cross was my first Division I offer in my junior of high school. I was a late bloomer, so my junior year was my first year of varsity, and I pretty much had a breakout season that year. Holy Cross was the first college to recognize my talents, and I didn't know I was that good, so I just took the offer right away because I didn't want to risk it not getting a scholarship to go to college.
Yeah, so following your time at Holy Cross, you went overseas and you played in Greece. So walk us through your decision post-college, how you chose to play overseas and where you played.
Right. So after my senior season, a bunch of agents contacted me about playing basketball overseas. I didn't really get too much interest from the NBA. So overseas was like the main goal. I actually started out in Germany. I signed a 2-year deal there. Went to training camp. Actually didn't make the team or got cut from that team and then went to Greece. But yeah, obviously overseas basketball was the main goal for me. I just wanted to just be able to travel the world and play basketball. I was Malcolm Miller. He graduated in 2014, and he was the guy I looked up to. He played overseas, so it was I was able to reach out to him, also to Torrey Thomas, and get some information about overseas basketball from guys who played at Holy Cross. So it was definitely a good process going into being a professional, pretty much.
Yeah, so the best season of your young career thus far has been when you played in the Israeli League in 2021, where you averaged a near double-double. You had an 11-8-2 stat line and averaged over 2 blocks. So what do you think clicked for you that season and kind of allowed you to flourish in that environment?
Honestly, I think just the family atmosphere. It was a small kind of town, really in the desert. It was during right after COVID, so all we really did was go to practice and come home. So I was really locked in basketball-wise. And yeah, I just think the family environment definitely helps me, just feeling valuable and using what I can bring to the team. And I just think I actually came to that team late, and I think just the foundation they had, I just followed suit and just try to add as much as I can. And then we had a great season. We were a bunch of young guys, hungry to succeed. So I think I just fed off of that, and I just feel like it just started from the beginning of the season, and then throughout the season we just figured it out and just wanted to win. And obviously we got to the championship and lost to Maccabi Tel Aviv, which is the best team in Israel. But it definitely was a great experience, and I definitely owe it to my teammates for pushing me every day and just wanting to make that mark overseas like I did in college.
Yeah, so last summer you had the opportunity to play for the Phoenix Suns in the summer league. So talk to us about how you received this opportunity as well as your experience playing against some of those draftees and playing with some of the draftees in the summer league.
Right. So after my season in Israel, I actually was able to play in like the highest competition in Europe, which is the EuroLeague, where guys like Luka Doncic and different guys who played in that league to go to the NBA and excel. So I think just being able to succeed in that competition, show my potential and show what I can do, granted me the opportunity to play overseas. I play in summer league actually. Sorry, play in summer league. I got the call late, pretty much early June, pretty much late in the season. I was pretty much like it was for the end of the season. I wasn't playing too much, so I kind of geared my focus towards getting ready for summer league. And I think it was a great opportunity. It was good to finally be able to play basketball, especially in the States. It was easier to communicate with the coaches and with the teammates. They didn't have any draftees that year, so it was a bunch of overseas guys. So it was easy to adapt. But it was a great experience overall. I learned a lot. I learned that I was able to pick up on a lot of things quickly because of what I learned overseas, and the toughness we learned overseas was able to be translated over there too. So I think it was a great opportunity. I was able to show a lot of my what I bring to the table in terms of defense and athleticism, and I think I'll definitely impress a lot of people. I just was able to get a deal overseas, a better deal overseas the next year. So that's pretty much how that experience went for me.
Yeah, so graduating from HC in 2019, you've played for 5 pro teams overseas, most recently as part of the Turkey BSL. So we're wondering if there's a team you've played for that has really stuck out to you, or that was just a special team overall.
Honestly, besides the Israel team, which is probably the most special team of my career, obviously because I played a bigger part in that. But obviously, my third year, I got transferred to like one of the biggest clubs in Turkey, Fenerbahce, and just for an opportunity based on injuries, I was able to come in and try to pretty much fill in where they needed, and we ended up winning a championship that year in the Turkish BSL. And I think that just learning how to win from the vets, it's guys making millions of dollars around me every day, so that kind of pushed me towards a different mindset, understanding the game, and just building bonds with those type of guys, the older guys. I was a young guy, so I think that was the best experience for me, just learning from those vets.
Yeah. So looking ahead to next year and beyond, what are some of your goals for your career?
Honestly, to get healthy. I was plagued by injury this past season in Galatasaray. I'm heading into getting another surgery on my foot. So honestly, just learning how to deal with the body. I'm learning a lot about my body. A lot of things I didn't focus on prior to the injury. I'm focusing on my nutrition. And just obviously just getting back to a level of play. Like obviously the Israel year was a very great year for me. So I just want to get back to that level of dominance wherever I am. Honestly, it would probably be like a mid-season transfer for me because of just the timeline of my health situation. So honestly, just getting back to play basketball. Obviously, I'm not in a rush. I'm enjoying home right now. I'm enjoying family. I think being away from home takes a toll on us. And obviously, my journey speaks for itself. I'm just going to continue to embrace it and be able to reach my potential basketball-wise.
Yeah, so we've talked to a couple guys who have played overseas before, and it seems like there's some stories that they have that it seems to be common that there's been some language barriers and some other just fun stories being in a new culture. Have you had any experiences with the cultures of the countries you've been able to play in, or the language barriers that you'd like to talk about?
Yeah, so I've played in Germany, I've played in Greece, I've played in Israel, I've played in Turkey. I think my first experience, I think just going to the grocery store. You can't read, like in Germany, you can't read anything that's on. So you have to use your eyes, use your feel of whatever the grocery store, like from back home, just trying to find things that you're used to. And then even getting to the counter, they have a way of just throwing your things toward the front where you're like, bro, where's the bag? But you can't communicate to that. So everyone's looking at me. I think I'm feeling like kind of insecure about it. I'm like, and they're like, I'm not saying that German people are mean. It's more like they have like a more strong demeanor compared to
the
US,
language is fairly aggressive, like even though it's not actually.
Exactly. So I think that was the welcome to overseas moment for me. But honestly, it's everywhere. You get used to it. People can, as an American, big, tall, black guy walking around the streets, they're gonna stare at you. They might talk about you. They're talking in their language. At some point, you just learn how to mind your business. Like you just like, unless they're trying to get my attention, I'm not really. I'm just focused on where I need to go and that's it. But honestly, it's been a great experience being able to be around all these different countries and all these different cultures. You get to take that experience and share it with your loved ones, and I feel like it's definitely gonna like help me down the line, just realizing that the world is bigger than just the U.S. and the experiences I was able to have there. So,
Sure. So we've had a few former players from the Holy Cross basketball team on. Most recently, Will Batchelder, who's the point guard of the team now. So we were wondering what your thoughts are on their season coming up. They just hired a new coach, Dave Paulson, and kind of bringing some of the guys back. What are some things you'd be looking for this year?
honestly, overseas we're 7 hours ahead, so I'm not able to catch as many games as I want. But I understand that they just went in a different direction. I know Coach Paulson is a great coach. He's familiar with the Patriot League, so hopefully I honestly like and hopeful like this season is a good season for them. Honestly, they've been struggling for the last couple of years trying to find their identity, but hopefully Coach Paulson comes in and change some things around. And I think the administration, all of them believe in him and believe in the team. They have a bunch of young guys that's hungry who excelled last year. So hopefully, honestly, we know the goal is to win the Patriot League championship, to get back to the NCAA tournament, which I was able to take part of in 2016. So I think that would be a great experience for those guys.
Yeah, so
right.
just to wrap it up, we got some rapid fire questions for you, just some fun ones. So Aiden's got the first one too.
First, what is your go-to pregame hype song?
Go-to pregame hype. It's not a go-to song, but I listen to Jersey Club. I'm from Jersey. It's more like the beat, the go-to beat that I need to hype me up and get me in that that dog mode, so I can do what I need to do on the court.
If you could have any celebrity watch you play, who would it be?
I would say Shaq. I feel like Shaq inspired me a lot. I like his tenacity on the court. He's a Jersey guy as well. So I would love to see Shaq courtside at a game.
You could play with any celebrity hooper. Who would it be?
Celebrity hooper, like NBA wise, or a celebrity?
Yeah,
yeah, or just like rapper, anyone.
I would want to play with. It's a tough one. Actually, I would want to play with Rajon Rondo. Honestly, that was my favorite player growing up. He's a great point guard, great IQ.
Celtics
I
guy
feel like he
too.
would teach me a little.
Yes.
He's a Celtics guy for sure. For sure.
Who's the toughest player you've ever had to guard, whether it be college or overseas or summer league?
Toughest player I ever had to guard was Mike James. He plays for Monaco right now in France. He played with KD when they were on the Nets together. He's tough guard, tough cover.
Who's your favorite non-basketball athlete?
Non-basketball athlete, Tom Brady.
Yeah, good
Tom
answer.
Brady. I guess I'm from Jersey, but I'm a New England guy, I guess. And it just all worked out that I was at Holy Cross. So,
hey, we respect that. We respect that. I got the Celtics thing behind me, the Red Sox. I got Patriot stuff all up there. So, who is your NBA GOAT, Jordan or LeBron?
I mean, I wasn't born for Jordan, so I can't really speak too much on it, but I would say Bron.
All right, now we're getting a little.
I'm just saying, I wasn't born. I wasn't born, so I only can see his highlights. I can see the Bron's highlights, and they kind of look similar. So, based on like success wise and stuff like that, that's different because that's more team, but individual.
I'm very anti LeBron. I'm
Are you
very
really?
anti LeBron. I hate
So
LeBron.
you're anti greatness. About you.
Not many New Englanders will go for that.
Hey man, I'm not a full New Englander. I've been all over the world, so I don't.
What's your favorite sports movie?
Favorite sports movie? That's a tough one. Man, I don't know. I don't have a favorite, but the most recent one I did watch was Shooting Stars, which was LeBron. So, like, I feel like that was a dope
Come
movie.
on.
That was a dope movie. I don't have a favorite though.
That's all we got for you. Thank you for taking the time to do this with us. We appreciate it.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, and
Yeah, of
best of
course.
luck on your recovery.
Thank
Hope
you.
to see you back and healthy, and maybe playing over in the U.S. soon, right?
Hey, man. Hopefully.
Yeah. Thanks everyone for watching and listening. Be sure to check us out on Instagram at offbeat_sports, on TikTok at offbeat sports, and make sure you subscribe to our channel. Thanks for tuning in.
Call them all Texas.